The month passed incredibly fast. I worked like a madman. I have to get over this picture. I did so many things during that time to help Noah with tool repairs, search for where to buy used pickaxes cheaply, took Mary to photographers and made flyers for advertising. And so the first milestone of 20 people was achieved. The expenses turned out to be more than we planned, so our income only doubled. But still, it's money out of thin air. If we find 100 workers, we'll earn 9 times more. 1,000, that would be unreal amounts of money. I can't even imagine that much. In $5 bills, they would probably fill a whole house. Also, I couldn't stop thinking about the story with the brothers and what Nica did. No matter how many times I tried to hear what she did to them, I couldn't. What a foolish thing. My ears are in place, but I can't hear. I thought my story would be one of ruthless retribution. A brazen slave from the lowest caste dared to fight for his fate, and for what he would be punished. But no, that would not happen. I escaped the hand of justice. And it's for the best. And now only happiness, money, and peace await me. Suddenly, Nica entered the room. She frowned so hard that she seemed to have a second pair of eyebrows. Brother, the idiots won't listen to me. Sorry, I was moving stuff. They've completely gone out of control. Yesterday they collected 15% less than usual. 15, do you understand? It started again. As soon as Noah put Nica in charge of the people, she became a different person. Angry, yelling at everyone, always walking around with a notebook, writing down who knows what. I told Noah about this, but she said, there we go. As long as there's no money, as long as there's more money, who cares? A little bit, I'm still kinda in pain, but I gotta deal with it. She can even cut them up. And time after time, I had to deal with it, calming Nica down. Don't get so worked up, everything's fine. Nothing is fine. They're not working, they're slacking off. At this rate... Oh my god! Oh god, I'm leaving that on the screen for have a tick. I think she might have gone insane, folks. Just a little? Jesus Christ. Nica's expression changed. It made me feel uneasy. We'll never become rich. I won't be able to get better. You know how bad I felt yesterday, right? Indeed, Nica wasn't lying. She felt unwell yesterday. True, her temperature was normal, and the stigmatas weren't bleeding. By all outward signs, the disease had long since receded. But Nica didn't think so. What if the illness happens again? Then what? I don't want that. The pain. I don't want any more pain. You and me both, sister. I want to feel good. I just want happiness. There are delicious treats and the best medicine to use. For that, we need money. And to have money, we need workers to work. Yes, you can't argue with that logic. So what should I do? The disease is gone, and if it isn't, Nica is definitely recovering. But she's worried and afraid it'll come back. I understand that. Why are you so silent? I'm gonna leave. Why are you so silent? No, I just don't know what to say. Do you not care about me? Fine, keep silent then. Starting tomorrow, I will tighten punishment for the lazy ones. And since you don't care, I'll discuss this with Noah. Nica stormed out of the room, slamming the door. I was left alone. Why is this happening to me? I've come such a long way. Worked so hard, and for what? I don't want anything anymore, except peace. We're all together supporting each other moving forward. So what are they missing? What are we lacking? Okay. Nica has trauma, even if it's psychological. That doesn't make it any less serious. She's afraid of the future, afraid of the past. After all, who said the disease won't return tomorrow? And we'll face it unprepared, without medicines or money. Mary entered the room.
Там Ника с Ноа обсуждают бизнес, а я ничего в этом не понимаю. Поэтому пришла к тебе.
I looked at Mary. Listen, sweetheart.
Да?
I think we should just keep her and leave. Are you happy? My question perked Mary up, though she had plenty of energy even without it.
Ага, очень-очень. Я и мечтать не могла о таком. Мы стали настоящей семьей.
Have we, though?
Дело даже не в нашем достатке или суперском бизнесе. Это круто, конечно, и в шмотках от Дольче Москвана лучше, чем в потрепанных джинсах. Но не это главное. Главное, что мы вместе. Извини, что так путанно говорю.
No, not at all. I completely understand you. I leaned in and kissed Mary on the forehead. And I absolutely agree with you. But Nica and Noah, they don't feel the same. For us, there's no need to keep pushing forward. Honestly, I like the previous zone too. But they need it. If they haven't earned more today than yesterday, the day is wasted.
Это ты верно подметил.
Mary suddenly jumped up. Listen.
Давай прогуляться сходим. Проветримся, освежимся. Еще мы давно не ходили вдвоем на свидание.
Well, she's the one we need to keep. Of course, let's go. I'm tired of all this too.
Отлично, идем тогда скорее.
It's funny. I worked so much that I didn't notice the world around me. And before this, I stopped. Damn, almost let it slip. Mary still doesn't know where I'm from.
Дурачок мой маленький, чего замолчал? Боишься рассказывать о прошлом? Не переживай, я уже все узнала от Ники и Ноа. Тяжело вам пришлось по жизни, мягко говоря. Ой, что-то заговорилось. Ну, так что ты хотел сказать?
Time to get the hammer. Ah, yes. I didn't notice anything around me. Even though I lived in a tiny room before this, and now it's so huge. In our zone, we didn't even have many people. Our activities were limited to sorting through trash. We couldn't even dig.
Да, мне Ника рассказывала.
What do you mean? How could she know?
Так ты думаешь, она не замечала? Для чего, помимо раскопок, тебе могла понадобиться кирка?
I'm doing okay, everybody. I couldn't believe my ears.
Она так для вида следила, а на самом деле все знала. Но ты прав, конечно. По сравнению с нашими зонами, это в разы лучше. Я навела справки, порасспрашивала Нику. Здесь нет голода, нет жестких правил. Чем хочешь, тем и занимайся. Свобода, богатство, крутота одна.
Mary suddenly remembered something. Her eyebrows shot up almost to her hairline.
А ты знала, что у них тут животные водятся? Я все думала, откуда еда появлялась. Не из консервов. Еще и по сравнительно доступным ценам. Так оказывается, они тут охотой занимаются. И даже свежее мясо получают. Природа тут, как говорят, такая же, как и была давным-давно, когда мир еще не был из одного смога и снега.
I just realized you can see her mouth moving if you look at the mask.
Потихоньку восстановилась. И консерв тут пруд-пруди. То, что в нашем районе дефицит и редкость, для них обыденность.
Mary kept talking and talking. Her lively speech calmed me down. Her voice made me feel so good.
А, еще что узнала. Прикинь, им так все нравится, что никто еще не уходил.
Left where? What are you talking about? Sorry, but your voice is so sweet, I lost track to the conversation.
Казанова ты мой, на этот раз прощаю. Я про людей в этой зоне. Им настолько комфортно, что они пытались покинуть ее. Выбраться туда, за край нашего мира.
What? Is there even anything out there?
В том и дело, никто не знает, что там. Столетия уже прошли с момента появления нашей страны, системы каст и всего вот этого. И никто, вот прям ни один человек не пробовал покинуть. Нравится жить среди мусора. Нашего мусора. Не обвиняю их в этом, но... Разве не интересно узнать, что там, за границами нашей страны?
I didn't know what to say. Let me see, because I don't want to mess this up right toward the end. Okay. You know, it would be cool to get out of here. Yes, I know, business will have money, but that's not what I wanted at all.
А чего тогда хочется?
Indeed. How did it all start? I can't even remember anymore. Must have forgotten. With all this hustle and bustle, you could forget your own name.
Это точно. Ника так меня гоняет с работы, что на все остальное времени не находится.
Mary's cheeks flushed with anger as she started talking about work.
Еды приготовь, дом убери, инструменты почини. Но ты не подумаешь, что я жалуюсь. Совсем нет. Наоборот, так счастлива, как сейчас, я не была никогда. Как бы одним словом описать?
Mary jumped with joy.
О, придумала! Семья. Мы самая настоящая семья. Крепкая, яркая и счастливая.
I wasn't so sure about that. It feels like we are heading in the wrong direction. Mary looked at me in confusion.
Чего? Ты это о чем?
I don't know how to explain, but never mind, it's not important. It's getting cold, let's head back. Here's your reward for today's work. I stood on my toes and kissed Mary on the lips. You're amazing.
Спасибочки. Все, побежали внутрь, а то я и правда замерзла.
Yeah. When we got home, the girls were already waiting for us. Judging by their looks, they were not pleased. Where have you been? We have an important meeting, you know. Our HR manager, Nica, told me about the dismal productivity trends among our employees. I didn't understand a word. After reviewing the issue in detail, I decided to approve Nica's plan. The one with the stricter penalties for those who fall behind. You know my stance, I'm against it. It's foolish to punish people who are already behind.
Я тоже так считаю. Как-то жестоко. Они будто бы наши рабы, а не калики.
Nica joined the conversation. Good. How can you not understand? It feels like talking to a brick wall. If we don't tackle this problem now, there will be 15% less productivity tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, another 15%. And eventually we'll be drowning in debt. I completely agree with Nica. This has to be stopped at the roots. I was holding back my anger with all my might. Alright, I get it. Just let me go and see for myself what's happening on the ground first. If nothing changes, fine, do whatever you want.
Договорились.
You get out of here. Nica, what about you? Nica lowered her gaze. Fine. Cain won't succeed anyway, so I'll tolerate it for one day. Oh, is there a choice to smack her? Mary sighed with relief for some
Главное,
reason.
не ссорьтесь. Совсем разберемся, все решим. Давайте ужинать и спатьки.
The word dinner, Nika's eyes lit up. Ah, yes. I'm so hungry from all the work. Let's eat.
Не то слово.
For once, I agreed with them. Think we should get a save going soon. Right after dinner, I went to bed. I felt incredibly exhausted, even though I hadn't done much of it all day, and the food was tasteless. In the previous zones, Mary would occasionally bring homemade food. Not every day, but often. Now everyone is so busy, no one has time to cook. We eat tinned food and bread, even though it's the fancy brand. And then there's this business and everything that goes into it. Surprisingly, these endless squabbles drained me more than the physical labor. Take it you want to put those two through the floor for their stupidity. Yes, I do. The reason the workers are getting exhausted is probably how much they're working them. And this promise of mine, what am I going to do? I'll meet with the workers, talk to them, and then what? I don't know. I don't know anything. I haven't felt this bad in a long time. Since that night when I put my brothers to sleep. At the time, I was in a bad way for obvious reasons. No money, huge debt, and my sister was about to be taken into slavery. But now, you all thought I was kidding about that, by the way. Nica says she's feeling unwell, but I know I shouldn't say this. I think she's lying. The stigmatas aren't bleeding, and her pulse, blood pressure, and temperature are all normal. All signs point to recovery. So why on earth does she need more money? What's she going to do with it? Take golden baths, inject it intravenously? Damn it, I don't know. I know nothing. Morning is wiser than evening, so I'll go to sleep. Something bad is about to happen. Let me check the next choice. Because we're almost done. We are actually almost done. Yeah, we're very close. We're going to see 2 more endings, I think. In the morning, under Nica's sarcastic gaze, she was sure I wouldn't make it. I set off right after breakfast. After yesterday, I didn't even want to talk to them. But I wasn't angry at them, more likely irritated by their stupidity and cruelty. Their foolish cruelty. And so I arrived at our main excavation site. The workers immediately ran up to me. Everyone was wearing gas masks, but one stood out. For some reason, he had his entire face covered, and he stood apart from the rest. I wonder who that is, guys. Good morning, boss. Yes, they called me boss, even though I never asked them to. Oh, boss came to check on us? Hello. We're glad to see you. Indeed, it's been a while since you last visited. Are you here for an inspection? Let us show you everything. The workers were about to head off somewhere, but I stopped them with a gesture. No, that's not necessary. I'm here for a different reason today. How should I start this convo? Ah, hell with it. I'll just say it as it is. The thing is, Nica and Noah are unhappy with your productivity lately. Can you tell me what you think the problem is? Maybe the tools are bad, need repairing, or something else? The workers exchange glances. How should I put this? Just say it as it is. I'll figure it out. Just explain. See, he's not a bad boss. He's not the bad boss in this. 3 of the workers glanced at each other. The 4th, standing apart, remained indifferent and didn't join the conversation. It seemed like they were forcing the main one to speak. We're just tired, that's all. Knew it, that's what it is. We work 7 days a week. It's too much for us. Yeah, when I was on my own, I only worked 3 shifts a week. Well, even in an average place, you can easily support yourself with that intensity. I completely agree. I started earning twice as much per shift at Nica Mani. But what's the point of that money if you come home exhausted? No time to chill, no time to relax with the girls at the bar. Yeah. So, here's the deal. We are ready to work hard as needed without breaks. To use the space efficiency, you know. We come, we work, and tomorrow others come to and work too. During our shift, we collect enough for you and make some money for ourselves. And it's not just about us. Everyone I know doesn't want to spend their whole life in these digs. The dialogue between the 1st and 2nd was interrupted by the 3rd. Personally, I'm ready to work just once a week. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't need much to live. I'd rather rest 6 days a week than work. Their words surprised me. So there's no problem, they just don't want to work that much. And the fatigue is taking its toll. My muscles ache even when I walk. Yeah, because of that I can't swing the pickaxe with full strength. and my lower back is already shot by the middle of the shift. I understand the situation. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, boss. I saw you working alone before. Really? I didn't know that. Don't be so surprised. I'd remember it like yesterday. Skinny, unsociable guy, we never had a conversation. And you never took breaks, you worked alone without a partner. Ah, so it was him, working next to Vernatsky Avenue? Wow, I didn't recognize him. You're hella cool, boss. Anyway, boss, talk to your people, explain the situation, please. Let them find more replacements and the problem will disappear. Yes, exactly. We're simple, straightforward guys. We're willing to work hard, but not as often. All right, I understand. I'll go and try to explain to them. Have a good day. Goodbye. I was a bit taken aback by their politeness. It made me feel uneasy. But never mind, I've identified the root of the problem. The rest is not important. Wait a minute. The voice of the fourth person seemed familiar to me. And when he turned his back, I'm sure I've seen him somewhere before. Maybe at one of the digs, working nearby? I don't know. Anyway, it's time to head back. The girls were already waiting for me in the living room. Look who finally showed up. So tell us, what did you find out? Yes, we're all ears. It's simple. They don't want to work that much. One wants to work 3 days a week. Another is fine with just 1 day. So the situation is very simple. Find more people to keep the excavation site going. Put everyone on a comfortable working schedule, and that's it. Nica and Noah looked at me like I was an idiot. Brother, are you completely stupid? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Yeah. Noah covered her face with her hands. This isn't gonna go well.
Мы им лучшие условия работы, лучшие инструменты, питание за наш счет. А они не могут хотя бы работать нормально. Что за бред?
I completely agree. You, brother, worked without any days off until late in the evening, too. And without a lunch
И
break.
я тоже весь день, сразу как проснулась, по лавке бегала, покупателей принимала. А они такие-сякие не могут?
There's a difference between working a shop and working in a fucking pit. I'll say that much. And I'm someone who's worked in a shop and never worked in a fucking pit, and I know that. Are you girls fucking stupid? That is a completely two different jobs. I know people who do hard labor, that, like, outside work and shit. That's fucking stupid. You can only do that stuff for so long, too. There's horror stories. Working at stores? Yeah, no, there's a lot of horror stories and why I'm glad I don't do retail anymore. Noah glanced at Mary.
Мари, ты ведь с нами согласна?
The question caught her off guard.
Ну, раз вы все на такое способны, то, наверное, да.
Ну вот. Мы все это понимаем. Один ты, Каин, дурака валяешь. К тому же, что ты предлагаешь? Всех перевести на 2-3 дня в неделю?
I've worked Black Fridays before. Fuck that noise. I've also worked stores where, for some reason, and I'll never understand this, they only wanted the girls to bring in the carts, which was such a nightmare, and it would have been so much easier for the guys to do. Oh wow, I actually didn't know that, nerdy. Our income would immediately drop by
Не
half.
говоря еще о затратах на аренду в пересчете на человека часы.
Yeah. Nica nodded in agreement, but I was absolutely sure she didn't understand anything just like me. Yeah, no, I am absolutely not shitting on industrial work people. I know you guys have a very dangerous job. That's why I'm saying this is bullshit. Like, those that have to actually work outside, work, like, in warehouses, all that kind of shit. Like, these people would not last a goddamn day, is what I'm saying. I can't because of my disabilities and stuff. But, like, I would not be shitting on those people. I understand the workers and their side on this, and I actually, except the 1 day a week guy, he's fucking lazy. like 3 days a week, that's not bad. Breaks, all that stuff.
В общем, что я могу сказать?
Okay, it's time to get rid of 2 of them and just keep Mary. Noah looked around and took a deep breath.
Не справился ты совсем.
What? What did you say?
Переходим к плану Ники.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just kicking 2 out. We just wasted a day because of you, brother. You know what? Fuck you. You wouldn't last a day at the excavation site. It's one thing to stand behind a counter or do the housework, and another to spend hours chipping away at the ice with a pickaxe.
Каин, остановись!
No, you know I'm right.
То, что ты сейчас делаешь, называется обесценивание.
No, it's not. Shut up. It is not.
Ты заявляешь, что наши усилия – ничто по сравнению с физическим трудом?
Okay, everyone point to me where I'm wrong in this, because Cain isn't wrong at all. Yeah, it's really hurtful. No, that's not what I meant. To swing a pickaxe every day requires incredible endurance, which most people don't have. And what about standing at a counter? I'm not saying you should smack the woman, but I'm saying you should smack the woman. 2 of them.
Носиться туда-сюда, взвешивать, оценку производить.
Is nothing compared to doing what they have been doing outside.
Или, по-твоему, мозгу отдых не нужен?
Ага. Пока дом приберешь и еды приготовишь, невероятно устанешь.
Mary, no! Honey, stay quiet! Baby, we love you. Stay quiet. I agree.
Я так понимаю, решением большинства мы ужесточаем для рабочих наказание за лентяйство.
Yeah, we need to get out of Dodge now. So we are getting up to showing 2 different endings, by the way. I fully support this. Mary, you are ours. Mary looked at
Извини,
me.
Каин, но
Mary glanced toward Nica and Noah.
раз вы согласны, то и я с вами.
3 out of 4 agree. 3 out of 4 agree. That's a deal. Hooray!
Ура!
That was cute, I'll admit it. I decided to remain silent, just silent.
Давайте уже есть, раз с обсуждением закончили.
I'm not saying this is how we get a Russian Revolution, but this is how we're getting a Russian Revolution.
Я сегодня снова ничего приготовить не успела, делами занималась.
So, canned food again? Well, alright. I was in a foul mood. It felt like another day had been wasted. Instead of productive work, pointless conversations and arguments about nothing. Of course, I could have tried to persuade them otherwise. With your hand. But I didn't want to deal with it. If they're so smart, let them handle it themselves. Instead, I'll do something more useful. I decided to focus on the textbooks. I need to somehow compensate for the loss of nerve, or rather brain cells, from talking to them. I'm starting to like Cain more and more. Then I'll go to sleep. I wonder why I've been feeling so uneasy lately. Sure, pointless conversations are tiring, but not nearly as much as physical labor. Yet I feel incredibly exhausted. What's the reason? It's probably the chaos, strange as it sounds. Life used to be hard, but at least it was understandable. Yes, sometimes I found more during excavations, sometimes less. But essentially nothing changed. Now, every day is a rush, constant complications appearing out of nowhere, and the oppressive feeling of chaos. Suddenly the epic of Gilgamesh came to mind, or rather, he who sees the unknown. The great king of Uruk, who embarked on a journey seeking immortality. He traveled the entire path and then faced the challenges of staying awake for a whole week. However, exhausted and aged from his long journey, Gilgamesh couldn't last even an hour. Just like me, I set out on a long journey from the mountain's peak to its very base. But along the way, I lost all my energy. I keep moving and doing things purely on willpower. When was the last time I actually rested? When was the last time I did not work for 2 days? I can't even remember, probably sometime in my childhood. Although by the age of 7, my father was already taking me along, making me work. It's all pretty silly. For both Gilgamesh and me, the greatest challenge wasn't the epic battles and endless work of the excavations, not even the long hours on the road to Noah, and certainly not marriage, though my father often said that marriage is the hardest thing for a man. The greatest challenge was the journey itself. The journey is the main trial. Lost in thought, I didn't even notice when I fell asleep. He might need to get the fuck out of there. Those 3 are hopeless. I agree with you. This morning, Noah woke me up. She grabbed my shoulders firmly and shook me from side to side. Okay, nope. We're not dealing with you in the morning. Let me have some damn coffee.
Вставай, Соня!
Look, you're either gonna have sex with me while I'm down here, or you're gonna leave me the fuck alone for about 20 minutes so I can wake up. If you haven't noticed, guys, I'm not somebody you ever want to wake up. Why? I don't want to. Hearing my response, Noah started shaking me even more vigorously. I'm just gonna be honest, how have we not smacked these women?
Мне нужно сходить!
So go! Where to?
В лавку, там, где я работала.
Why?
Зачем? Надо и все тут.
Alright, I'm getting up. Stars appeared in Noah's eyes.
Здорово! Давай только побыстрее.
Please, God, tell me we just leave her on the side of the road. That would be funny. Okay. Suddenly, Noah
У
stopped.
меня появилась идея, как тебя взбодрить.
How?
Закрой глаза.
For what?
Узнаешь.
Here we go with her tricks. Alright.
Только сначала кашу съешь. На плите стоит, сегодня с утра сварила. И смотри у меня, не пару ложек, а целую тарелку.
There's something she's planning.
Силы сегодня понадобится.
She's planning something. Okay, I got you. I'm just thinking the same thing. She's gonna make us work as a cashier or something. Something soft pressed against... Do I need to go and be right back and check this? Then it started rubbing up and down.
Ну, как тебе?
About what? What did you do? I didn't even realize. I won't argue, it gave me a boost of energy. Noah frowned at first, but then suddenly smiled. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely for smacking these people up on the top of the head.
Ну и отлично. Идем скорее в неведомые дали.
I don't even know what she did. That's the funnier part.
Хотя, как неведомые? Мы же там были.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what she did. What's up with her today? The journey went smoothly. Where's the fuck you hammer? It's somewhere. Though I had to walk quite fast while Noah barely shuffled along. We entered Noah's former shop. The journey through all the zones used to take half a day, but Mary had gotten us electric scooters. Special devices for covering long distances, developed by the ancient Moscovians. How did I know they were Moscovians? Easy. It was written right on the footboard, made in Moscovia. Though the rest of the parts had symbols engraved on them that I didn't recognize, they didn't resemble our alphabet at all. I forgot about the red bubble. But anyway.
Вот мы и вернулись. Как давно я здесь не была.
Strange, there's no one here. Have they abandoned this shop?
Видимо, да.
What a pity. This place was the nicest. The other merchants, Noah gave me an angry look. I stopped visiting them a long time ago. Don't get the wrong idea.
Насколько давно?
Jesus, woman. 2 years ago? Whoops. I went once and left immediately, I swear. What the fuck is this chick's problem? Noah looked at me skeptically.
Ну ладно. Но я согласна. Жаль, что эта лавка больше не работает.
Absolutely. Although this place was so wonderful because of you. After you left, the shop would have turned into just another place. And it's not just about the prices. This place is special to me because of you. Why are we so nice? It's you and no one else.
О, вот как? Не, ну, я согласна, в принципе.
Noah gently wiped the surface of the table with her hand.
Так все запылилось.
Indeed. So why did we come here? Noah lowered her gaze to the floor.
Я надеялась кого-нибудь здесь увидеть и передать письмо для родителей. Но тут никого не оказалось.
I pondered for a moment. Then leave it here. Maybe they'll come and see it. Look, there's still so much stuff around. I can't believe your parents would just abandon all this.
О, да, ты прав. Прямо тут оставлю. Они и заберут. Куда бы положить-то?
What's the most valuable thing here in terms of tools?
Дорогое? Вот этот ящик с аккумуляторами. Но его мы лучше с собой увезем. Такие штуки очень редкие.
Did I mention it before?
Их достаточно
Sorry.
много, но лишь малый процент в рабочем состоянии. За время моей работы здесь их приносили штук 200, но вот рабочих было лишь 6-7.
Alright, we'll take it with us. What else is valuable?
Химикаты на верхней полке. Но их я тоже с собой унести хочу. Пригодятся в хозяйстве. И мои чертежи. С их помощью я смогу сделать улучшенные противогазы. Но не точно, конечно.
Everything became clear to me. At first, I wanted to find something valuable and place Noah's letter on top of it. But it seems she'll take all the valuable stuff with her. So, let's put the letter on the table by the window.
Хорошо.
Noah did as I
Ой,
suggested.
смотри. Тут уже лежит конверт.
I glanced at the table. Indeed. It must be from your parents. Let's read it quickly. Noah's face lit up with joy.
Давай.
She immediately grabbed the envelope and began to open it.
Как мило. Не ожидала от них такого. Наверное, соскучились по любимой дочурке.
It's just talking about how she's a failure.
Может, хотят, чтобы мы с тобой их навестили? Ну, если подготовят подарки и извиняться перед тобой, то... Может быть. Почему бы и да, как говорится?
Don't rush. Open it carefully or you'll tear it apart. I wonder what they wrote in the letter. They probably miss their daughter. I swear to God, if it really is just that she's a failure, I am going to have to pause because I'm going to be laughing so damn hard. And regret parting her so harshly. We're found dead in the shop. That was the other thought I had, honestly. Didn't think we were going to get that dark. Maybe they don't support her choice, but they sincerely wish her happiness? Something like that, probably. But I got lost in thought. Noah, what's in it? Why are you so silent? The light smile on Noah's face gradually faded. It was replaced by confusion? We had another kid. Fuck off. Signed, your parents. Read it out loud. I can't see from here.
Если ты вернешься сюда, чтобы забрать мусор, которым ты завалил весь дом, то знай.
Holy shit! They actually did it! Tears appeared on Noah's cheek.
Ты больше не часть нашей семьи. Ты и есть этот никому не нужный мусор. Мы с отцом даже представить не могли, что воспитаем столь отвратительное и наглое создание.
Damn. Mom and Dad went for the throat.
Даже язык не поворачивается назвать тебя человеком. Ты — позор всего нашего рода. Ты променяла все, что мы тебе дали. Образование, честь, достоинство.
I don't feel bad for her considering how she's been acting.
На что? На жизнь с грязной свиньей из худшей касты? Так ты оцениваешь своих родителей, да?
To be fair, you have been a terrible, terrible person. I didn't know what to say. You just hear in the background. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for her. She's been horrible. This was not what I expected.
Надеюсь, тебе хватило мозгов понять, насколько ты была не права, ослушавшись нас.
Now you just write a letter talking about how you're at the bottom of the mountain and doing fucking fantastically.
Но сделанного не вернуть. Твой жених уже нашел себе невесту, и нашему роду больше с ним не сблизиться. Ты умудрилась не справиться с одним, единственным порученным тебе заданием.
Damn, mom and dad were mad.
Не смей даже соваться в наш дом. Он больше никогда твоим не будет.
Yeah, but you live in, like, the most expensive area now. You're, like, filthy fucking rich. Just write a letter saying that. Unable to hold back her tears any longer, Noah broke down sobbing. Am I awful because I don't feel bad for her at all? Like, I'm sorry, I really don't feel bad for this character. She's been kind of awful. So fuck her?
За что мне это все?
Yeah, I'm not fucking trusting that. I didn't know what to say. Oh, well, that sucks. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm rich. Fuck you. Signed Noah. Smiley face. There was nothing to say. Noah clearly wasn't expecting a letter like this. The only thing I do right now is be here for her. So I sat Noah down on the couch and held her tightly. After an hour, Noah stopped crying. Finally, we can go. I go up from the couch and look at her. Listen, this is where we first met.
Разве? Я уж и не помню.
Keep digging that grave, girl. Yes, I swear. You were just so small. You were so small, just like me. My father, still alive back then, brought me to this shop. He went off to sell what he had found, leaving us here to play. We climbed on the table, played with all sorts of things.
Что-то припоминаю.
I remember everything as if it were yesterday. You were in a dark dress. See, that's pretty. That's like, I think, the icon from the game. So that's where that comes from. We dropped things that were worth so much money. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, that's cute, and then you remember who it is. Your smile and the freckles on your left ear were the first thing I noticed. They seemed to me the most beautiful things I had ever seen. Memories flooded over me. It felt as if I could see that little vision of Noah right before my eyes. She was restless, never sitting still for a second. Always spinning around, the ruffles of her dress flashing before my eyes. And how much she talked. The current Noah doesn't speak as much in a week as little Noah could in an hour. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. You didn't braid your hair back then. It always wearing it loose. You talked so much that I couldn't get a word in
А ты
edgewise.
чего такой тощий, Каюнёшек?
Oh yes, you always teased me about my thinness. I was a small boy and you were quite the opposite.
Молокашки на завтрак ел.
Porridge? What's that? Yes, Noah was genuinely surprised by my question. In her words, porridge was the foundation of existence. One of the pillars of the universe.
В смысле? Ты не знаешь, что такое каша?
Her gaze held both surprise and envy.
Это крупа, разведенная в воде. На вкус бяка полная, но родители заставляют есть.
By the way, I had never tried it until this morning. It's amazing how that happened. Then why do you eat it if it tastes bad? In my eyes, Noah was a princess from a wealthy family, served by my family. I couldn't imagine her eating something unappetizing.
Говорят, полезная для организма. Ну что толку от этой пользы, если мне невкусно?
I'm gonna lower the music just a smidgen. I liked how she stretched out the vowels from time to time. She said her parents didn't like it. Apparently, that's why her manner of speaking changed over time. It's because it became more like her mother's. Meanwhile, little Noah kept talking and talking.
Ну да ладно. Я девочка сильная, уже привыкла. Уже целую тарелку могу съесть и ничего не оставить. А ты что ешь по утрам тогда, раз не кашу?
Sometimes she would suddenly remember she had talked too much and ask me a question. I always felt uneasy with such questions. Unlike Noah, I didn't have much to say about my life. My daily life wasn't particularly eventful. Whatever we can find. Yesterday, my father brought some bark. We were lucky to find a tree that was still alive. Today, we managed to share a can of stew between the two of us. You never know what you'll come across.
О, как круто! Каждый прием пищи полная загадка.
Noah always loved anything new. Every time I brought her some unfamiliar gadget, her eyes would light up. Even if it turned out to be broken, she would still pay for it. So yeah, I didn't even know what I'll do tonight. Everything else can wait. And this time, her eyes lit up again.
Завидую.
Then she started thinking about something unpleasant again. Kids do that. They think about everything at once, their attention constantly shifting. They could have just called it Kid Noah. I don't know why they did that. Even back then, Noah thought much more than I did. Maybe I'm just a lot dumber.
Хотела бы и я, чтобы моя жизнь не подчинялась правилам. Чтобы каждый день удивлял и поражал меня.
Silly girl, Noah. You should want to eat more, sleep more. My words didn't cheer her up, they made her angry instead.
И всякие крутые финтифлюшки покупать. Знаю, мне родители то же самое вечно твердят.
You should listen to them. If you lived a day in my shoes, you'd understand everything.
Да в смысле? Ну, ты чуть более худой. Наоборот, для фигуры полезно. Вырастешь элегантным и красивым. А я, если буду каждый день кашу есть, в свинку превращусь.
She was so young, she was already thinking about her figure.
Хрю-хрю.
And the future turned out to be quite different. I practically didn't grow at all. I stayed small, a head and a half shorter than her. And Noah turned into a beautiful young woman. And everything in the right spots.
Поэтому не. Каша это плохо.
I decided not to argue and change the subject. Well, as you wish. Wait, interesting. Where did this version of you go? The one who wanted to break free from rules, escape the cage, stop eating porridge for goodness sake? The one who craved freedom, true freedom?
Никуда не делась. Я же тут, перед тобой.
I knew that wasn't true. The little Noah I knew was different. No, I'm sure. You've disappeared, and you don't even know why.
Да почему? Я не понимаю. Я ведь ушла от родителей вместе с тобой. Сейчас мы свой бизнес развиваем, а не в рабстве у кого-то батрачим.
Can't argue with that, but...
Идем вперед, развиваемся. И про свободу, про новизну.
Noah was so eager to speak that her words stumbled over each other. And her stream of thoughts zigzagged.
Наш бизнес каждый день новые проблемы приносит. Сегодня с рекламой придумать, что делать, завтра что с рабочими. Что как не свой бизнес может наполнить дни жизни. Всяким разным, неоднозначным и странным.
That's all true, but it's not. It's not what I mean.
А про что тогда? Про кашу, что ли? Ну, заставила тебя сегодня ее съесть. Ну, бывает. Это ведь не для твоего же...
Good. Yes, she finally understood. She understood everything. Commodity, or more precisely, material things. Noah's parents became so petty not because they desired a lack of freedom, but because they craved wealth. Ask anyone if they want freedom, and they'll say yes, of course. But wanting and striving are different things. You want freedom, but you also want to make some money. And build a successful business. You do one thing, then another, and suddenly freedom is gone.
Я поняла.
I wonder what she'll say now.
Убежать от каши непросто.
And the analog with the mess is weak, but oh well.
Но гораздо сложнее избавиться от каши внутри. Ведь за все эти годы потребления она стала частью меня. Бывает и не понять даже, что есть каша, а что есть я.
That's true. It's a weird analogy, but I think I get you. Stop chasing the ghosts of your parents. The problem was never that they were wealthy, nor that you couldn't be more successful without them, nor that we couldn't build a great business together. The problem is that chasing this business isn't worth it in the first place. It shouldn't even be a goal. At most, it should be a tiny step towards happiness. Noah looked at me straight in the eyes. Did I imagine it, or did the crosses in her pupils grow larger?
Я поняла, наверное.
That's my girl. I'll give you a pat as a reward.
Спасибо.
I was wrong. Maybe a lot has changed, but the smile on your face is still just as beautiful. And your freckles and your laugh and the little crosses in your eyes. All of it. What the fuck is up at the top? What the fuck is that? Okay. All of it so dear and bright. I'm sorry. I don't know what the shit that thing is up at the top, and it's worrying me. All of it so dear and precious to me. And your figure has become more voluptuous. Especially your legs. That's good too. Seems like feeding you that porridge wasn't entirely in vain. We walked home in silence. Not because we were angry, quite the opposite. It felt like we finally understood each other. But when we returned, a surprise awaited us. Where have you been? We've got a disaster here.
Ага, все рабочие ушли.
Gee, chat! Who called this one fucking coming from a mile away, you dumb women? Why? They weren't happy with our conditions. They gathered and left. Just up and left. Well, that's what I was saying. They had no reason to argue, to agree. Sure, earning more is good, but not at the cost of no days off. Hindsight is always 20/20, but what do we do now? You get fucked, I leave. Well, what else? Learn from our mistakes and start gathering people again. If you and Noah go and apologize to the workers, they might come back. Apologize for what? They were the ones at fault. Noah, you agree with me, right? Why are you so silent? Are you saying that I'm the only one who cares? I'm doing the best for you, coming up with plans, working tirelessly. And you, ungrateful pigs. Boink, damn it. Nica is having another meltdown. Okay, so now we get a choice between two different endings here. So let's leave. I'm so exhausted today, and now this. Girls, talk to Nica yourselves. You're the ones responsible for this. I don't deal with the staff at all.
Ладно, хорошо.
Nica shot me a look full of anger. Yeah, sure. Finally, I'm alone. The surroundings become so quiet and peaceful. Only the wind and the soft hum of the air filters could be heard. So much has happened in the past few days. Today, I rediscovered Noah. We've known each other for so many years. We often played together, discussed a lot of things. And then, daily work, permanent exhaustion, financial problems, taking care of Nica, all of it completely erased my memories. Not just of Noah, but of my parents too. For the second time, I remembered them just by being alone. My father, I remember him so clearly, tall, nearly 2 meters. A bit awkward, which made him endearing. Despite his hard work, he always found time for us. He would ask how our day went and read us bedtime stories. He's never allowed our mother to work. I understand it's foolish, they could have gathered much more together. But there was something sweet and beautiful about it. And my mother, she was frail. She was often ill, and after Nica was... That's probably a package. Her health deteriorated further. Give me a second. She often lay in the bed, watching us with a weak smile. Yeah, I will be right back. So let's continue. She often lay in bed, watching us with a weak smile. While Father told us interesting stories, Mother loved to teach us. She explained what was good and evil and how to live, and what was worth doing and what wasn't. So this isn't going on YouTube, but we were just on a 5-minute break talking about food. Because I took a break. Thanks to her, I learned that as the older brother, I had to take care of my sister. By the way, somebody just sent something to the house, so I'm pretty sure, because only 5 people know where I live. So somebody just sent something that I'm fairly sure is Silent Hill. So thank you to that person. Post it in this. Okay, so I'll reveal the D&D thing. So it's called D&D Night Cuisine Quest, and the chat will be able to donate money, a certain amount to choose. Okay, because the single town has something, so whoever donates a certain amount will get to choose by picking a random number from 1 to however many towns are in the list. So you basically get to pick the food and the town. That's what's going on. Characters in this... the last time I let you people be pick characters, how many goddamn owlbears and shit did I end up with? I'm not complaining. Also, how many raccoons did you make? I forgot the number. I missed that campaign. That was hysterical. All because of Trump Coon, you guys all ended up making an insane amount of raccoons. That was probably one of the funniest D&D things we have done. Other than the Staff of Reality, which is my other favorite. An absurd amount. It was insane. I know the raccoons beat out everything else. I do know we did a tally of that. I believe the raccoons beat everything else. And if she ever lacked anything, to do everything possible to get it. But I doubt Mother ever imagined how wealthy we would become. In her mind, lacking meant food or gas mask filters. Not a mansion in the most elite district with clean air. Tears welled up in my eyes. How did it come to this? I worked and worked again and again and suddenly forgot everything. About my father, about my mother, about my childhood. It's okay, I forgot most things about my childhood. Oh right, traumatic brain injury. It's the only thing that makes me who I am. You know, I have wondered if I was different as a kid. Apparently I was. I do know that much. Take away these memories and what's left. Silent Hill Sonichu. Fuck no. I think I know what it is. I haven't opened it. Well, I opened it a little and saw the Silent Hill logo. I think it's the Pyramid Head light that I mentioned wanting. That has been out of stock because I wanted to get it for my birthday and I mentioned it. So I'm fairly certain... Like I said, there's 5 people that have my home address. I know it wasn't Mike. So I'm fairly certain I know who it is. Because it came to the house and it wasn't through the P.O. Box thing. So... Not that I'm complaining when people send me things. I'm always grateful. Start sending me more video games. I still remember the D&D game where you were flying magic aircrafts and people kept reloading. All of you guys kept giving us... Oh, what? Nukes. Magic nukes. You guys specifically kept donating to give us magic nukes. There were like 6 different things you could give us and you kept giving us magical weapons of mass destruction. I still remember I charmed that orc, and by the way, spoiler, he did end up marrying. He did end up marrying the player. That was the one stipulation I had. That was the only stipulation I had. Because I'm the... See, everybody else, when they get charmed, does the most horrible shit. I didn't take it as far as everyone else does in our games. And I can't talk about on recording some of the things that they have done. But we've had to put very specific rules in place. A faceless worker with decent endurance. Rootless and unwanted. No amount of money can change that. What have I been living for all this time? Work, work, eat, sleep, work. An endless cycle from which I escaped only by miracle. God, that game was gold. That was hysterical. I didn't expect to survive. By that magical hammer. Magical hammer. You don't put Magi Nukes on the list and not expect us to Heisenberg the world. You did. You did. I will say I do like the name of it. It was pretty good to come up with Top Wand. That reminds me I have to put up the vote for issue 3 of the comic. Because I can't come up with a name worth a damn for that. I gripped it tightly. That's the only one I've had a problem with, name-wise. Hey, Period, I have a question. How would you like to be sent a Switch 2? Should it be sent to your P.O. box, or would you prefer it sent money to buy it yourself? You can send that to the P.O. box. If you want to send a Switch 2, which you shouldn't, Matt, you got to save money. Yeah, I'd be absolutely grateful for that. I can trust my P.O. box people. By the way, so here's a fun story. I went to the P.O. box last week, right? Because I go there frequently, obviously, especially during tax time to get the tax stuff and everything. So, the lady that owns it, her and her husband work there. And I'm friends with them, you know. I've gone there so many years. So one of the only reasons I don't want to move from from next to my town. They're the woman is a fan of my comic. Huge fan. I'd given her issue 2, and she had finally gotten around to reading it because, you know, holiday time for a P.O. box is insane. And she runs up to me, and she's like, I love the new art, I love the story, and you have to promise me Trinity will always be protected. And I'm just looking at her blankly, and I'm like, I can't promise you anything. And then she got mad at me, and she's like, I will raise your price if anything happens to her. And I'm like, okay, nothing will happen to her. It was so funny. Oh yeah, she loves it. She thinks the comic is great. She tells all of her customers about the channel too. Because we've got a few companies that go to the P.O. box, and they're looking for advertisement stuff. So I've talked to a few of them about it, and I'm still talking to them about it. Like, there's one guy that made, like, this cute little fidget toy for, like, special needs kids. And I'm talking to him about showing it off. Because it's still, like, a prototype, so they haven't gotten in production. But it's, like, specifically for special needs kids. And, I told him absolutely when it goes into production, you don't even need to pay me. Like, I will just show it off. Because, if it's something for special needs kids, because he's going to donate a mess of them to schools and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, if you're doing that kind of stuff, don't pay me, don't worry. Because he's like, he was offering me money, and it's a small business, and I'm like, not really. You ought to make something happen to Trinity just for the shits. I have things planned. Trinity isn't going to get, like, Trinity's going to get hurt and stuff. Don't think she's not, but it's not going to be, like, she's not majorly, not for a while, nothing major is going to happen to her. Because a lot of the comic right now is just her having to meet the other characters. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, issue 3, you're going to see, I'm going to admit you're going to see her in there. And you're going to see, obviously, the main character is Slab, so you're going to start seeing more of the world, and we're starting to, you know, build out the world. That's the whole point, which I'm lazy and I need to write a lore Bible, or Mike's never going to get off my ass. But, no, I can't say anything as much as I want to. Also, as a special needs kid, I support this man's goals. Yeah, no, it's a really cute device. Like, I've seen the prototype for it, because she hooked me up with meeting him, because apparently she had some, I forgot I had given her some of my business cards. And he had emailed me, and we got in a call, and he was, like, really excited that a big celebrity YouTuber, I'm not, wanted to help out. And he doesn't make much money, because, again, it's something that he's looking for support on, and stuff like that. And I'm like, you really don't have to pay me, like, if you're, because he was telling me how he's donating them to, like, schools, special needs schools and stuff, you know, once they get off the ground and stuff. And I'm like, send me one, and we'll talk about payment in the future, but I'll do an ad, I don't care. Like, if you just need my voice, that's fine, too. And he also thinks the unicorn is super damn cute, so. He's like, that'll be a great advertisement for the kids, is having a unicorn playing with it. And I'm just sitting there going, nobody tell this man what the unicorn does. Nobody tell this man what the unicorn does. The unicorn may have to retire, is all I'm saying. No, probably what I'll do is, for that kind of thing, I might work on Trinity, or maybe Mage as a VTuber rig just for that. But we'll see. Again, it's just something I'm helping out with. And it's not for a while, because again, it's production costs and everything is hell. I want to tell the man what the unicorn does. The unicorn does nothing. I need to stop doing things for free. I keep getting yelled at for doing that. But fuck it, I cannot be stopped from trying to help people. Is the device a magic hammer? Because that would calm everyone down. The device the guy is making is like, I don't want to call it a fidget toy, because I know those are out of style, but it's similar to a fidget toy, but it's like something specifically with the way he described it is it has like very calming sounds, like nothing that would annoy parents, different textures that like autistic and Down syndrome people like the feelings on it, like each side has different textures and you can open it up and close it, and it's just something to keep, you know, to calm, like it's a calming thing. That's really all I can say on it, because I don't know much about where in production it is, but I've seen it in person. I've seen the prototype, and I've messed with the prototype, and it's nice. And like you can turn off the sounds if the sound is like bothers the person. Like there's a way to turn it off. Yeah, it's kind of like a stress ball, except you can open it up and mess with it. But it's got like different textures, and he wants to make it so that you can take pieces out and put like different kind of pieces in depending on the person's issues. It's a really, really nice thing. I just don't know when it's coming out. Like I said, I've only seen the prototype of it and was kind of messing with the prototype because he ended up going to the place we meted up at the P.O. box. We met up at the P.O. box. And it was just one of those where he was showing it to me, you know, to show me it was legit. And I was like, you know, I had told him I have a disability. I have ADHD and some other things. And I was kind of playing with it. And I'm like, wow, this is actually fun. I'm like, I made him laugh. I'm like, if this thing was on my desk, I'd get no work done. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, I'd be just messing with this thing the entire time. If it keeps them engaged, it's quite good. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he wants to start, like, a whole toy line of stuff like that and not make it, like, super expensive. He wants it to be cheaper for the parents, you know, to afford. So it's one of those type of things. And again, I don't know how far he is in production because we met last year for it. He used to make toys with my wife to make my wife fidget this week. You're evil. But, again, I'll let you guys know when... I have no idea when that thing's coming into production and stuff. Like I said, I think he's trying to find financing. It'd be funny if they make it look like a cube from Hellraiser. Fuck you, I made that joke. He knew exactly what I was talking about, too. I made that joke. I'm like, you could get the horror fans that way. But that's a whole rights issue. You'd have to keep it near your bed, so as I would. Yeah, no, I can't have anything on this. I have stuff on the computer, just so you guys know. If you constantly, you do, and I know people hear the occasional noise and stuff, I'm always moving back and forth. That's why the VTuber's always moving, and I'm always messing with something in my hand. Like, 90% of the time, that's what I'm doing. You'll hear me drop shit, you'll hear me do stuff. It's not on purpose, I can't stay still. It's just how it is. And you guys have just learned to deal with the background noise. Hope he makes it non-toxic with big pieces, because I remember how I stuck it in my mouth and chewed on it. It was not small, so I don't know. I'll send the message along to him when I email him again. Again, I think it's for older kids, but I don't know much about it. Like I said, I'll know more, I guess, when it goes into production, and I don't want to talk too much about it, because I don't want his ideas stolen, because he was a nice older gentleman. But... I don't know. I'll let you guys know when stuff is in production so I can show it off, and I'll see if I have a few that I can give away. Or I can see if I can give away the one that I'm gonna... Reaver, you're the special boy in the room. You're the special boy in the room. Lately, I've developed a habit of never parting with it. Not even while sleeping. Who knows, it might get stolen. Or its magical powers might fade. Come to think of it, I haven't used it in a long time. No, maybe. Or maybe I don't need it anymore? Why was the hammer given to me in the first place? Judging by the path I've taken, it was given to descend from the mountains. The hammer allowed me to change my life. Now I eat well and plenty, sleep on the soft feather beds. I feel like a feather bed wouldn't be comfortable. I don't have to work at all. I can live off the income from the business, which I'm sure will recover and grow even bigger. I live with my loved ones, my money-obsessed but dear sister, hardworking Noah and loyal Mary. But this isn't what I wanted. So this is a completely different ending. So you do have two different endings, I believe. And let me double check. Okay. This is supposed to get you... No, this is the choice we're supposed to have. Okay, I thought this was a different ending. Early in the morning, I gathered everyone for breakfast. The sun was just rising over the horizon. Built different, I was born abstractly. Yeah, no, that means you were dropped on your head. It's okay, I was too, but not by the parents. Why get up so early? Why get up so early? Nica yawned so wide her mouth looked up half her face. There's not much to do anyway.
Ладно тебе, Никочка. Каин хочет нам что-то сказать, нужно послушать. Поэтому потерпи уж, хорошо?
Is that us? Who the fuck is that? Is that Nica? Oh, God, Reaver, I'm sorry. Now I feel bad for making jokes, damn it. Why do you do this to me? Is that No, it's not Nica, because the hair isn't long enough. That must be us. It's weird. Alright. Noah was the last to join us. Don't be mad, make more jokes.
Всем доброе утро.
Hey, at least you know you have some kind of immunity to crack. Or is it that you don't? I keep forgetting which one it is.
Каин, мне аж интересно стало, что ты хочешь сообщить.
Jesus Christ, I feel awful, and I'm someone that almost killed my mom being born. Jesus. That might be Cain since he's so skinny. That's what I'm thinking, because I just looked at Nica's hair, and it doesn't work because her hair's longer.
Редко от тебя видна инициатива.
We know it's not Mary, and it's not Noah, so it must be what Cain looks like. I don't think we've seen Cain before. Thanks for the kind words.
Ну да ладно тебе, не злись. Какова цель нашего собрания?
I took a deep breath to collect my thoughts. Last night, I thought a lot while laying in bed before sleep. Immune and lots of energy. Oh, God. But I look and think, wow. Wow, she is a little shit, isn't she? Yeah, so I realize that the lifestyle we've adopted isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. My original goal? Let me see, what is the choice? Oh, okay, no, we need to reload. We're gonna get a bad ending if we don't. Okay, now that I know that. And that's not the right save, what the fuck? 4, 5. There we go. If I leave, it will only get worse. No one can calm Nica down. Listen, Nica, what exactly do you want from us? Oh, we've seen Cain in chibi form. Okay. We're willing to help, but what do you need us to do? Hire new employees, ones who are more agreeable and hardworking. Do you really think that's possible? That we'll find some exceptional workers? Not just 1 or 2, but dozens? We haven't found a single one that meets your criteria so far. Or what? Nica fell silent. You know it's impossible. Even if you find those who agree. Wait. We can actually find exceptional ones. From other districts, the upper one. From one we used to live in? We'll work better without They would work better without complaining, but they can't come
Идея
here.
неплохая, но их провести в зону раскопок невозможно.
Yep, there you go. Mary was completely right, but Nica refused to give up. Well, legally, yes, but if... Oh, alright, no, we're just bringing illegals in. Okay, this is getting funnier by the moment. We find the place without the guard post and sneak in unnoticed. Or to make a deal with the guards. At this point, Noah intervened in the conversation.
Нет, стоп. Ты предлагаешь закон нарушать? Я как представитель закона?
But you left the family, and you represent nothing anymore. She is gonna get smacked by one of them. So don't lecture us. Oh, no. Oh, Nica, you dumbass. I'm glad we went back.
Ты права.
I was completely baffled by their words. What a business, ladies. They'll do anything in the sake of profit.
Я считаю, что это уже слишком. Таким не стоит заниматься. Для чего нам вообще настолько много денег?
Mary's words infuriated Nica. Her eyes bulged with anger. What a mess. But I think we should. We need money as much as possible. Otherwise, when my illness returns, we won't be prepared. I happened to look at the mansion in the district 3 streets below ours. The air is so clean, perfect for me. But it's insanely expensive. We can't even afford to rent a room there for now. Everything became clear to me. Nica's depressive moods were driven by the fear of her illness returning. Whatever you tell her, it's all in vain. Fear is an irrational thing. You can't defeat it with arguments.
Ника, ты извини, конечно, но наша с тобой авантюра, тобою созданная и мною одобренная, мало того, что не сработала, так еще и свела на нет все наши усилия по построению компании.
It's not stupidity, he just explained it. It is basically fear.
Марис только позировала в купальниках ради фотографий. Каин работал, не покладая рук.
And Noah's finally on her
А
side.
мы с тобой в погоне за деньгами все это уничтожили.
Noah took a deep breath and looked
Поэтому я считаю, что возглавить компанию должна Мари.
Я?
up. I don't... What? No. God, no. You know what? Fuck it, I need to see where this goes.
Может, Каин тогда уж?
No, thank you. I don't need that happiness. Mary looked at me, then at Noah in astonishment.
Ну,
Mary seems like she would probably understand the workers' plight a bit more.
не, ну
though.
если вы настаиваете...
Wow, I sound like a commie. We insist.
Тогда я согласна.
Вот и порешали.
Noah turned to Nica.
Ника, теперь Мари будет отвечать за развитие. Хорошо?
Nica might have wanted to object, but she had nothing to say. Okay. Finally, I'm alone. Okay, we can skip this. That seems like that went well. That seems like the better one. So, what's the purpose of our gathering? I took a deep breath and collected my thoughts. Last night I thought a while laying in bed before sleep. Okay, fuck you too. Yeah, so... I love that he just ignores her. And that insult. Just completely just ignores it. I realized that the light... Okay, so we've done this. Yeah, we've done that. No, that's not what I wanted. I want everyone to earn more money. Not sit around doing who knows what. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh, this is another ending. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna show another ending. Since the workers left us, so many days have passed. And you haven't come up with anything except complaints and whining. So right now, Mary and I will take this matter seriously. You will help us. Nica looked at me with the widest eyes, her jaw practically hitting the floor. Wow, brother's taking the initiative himself. Am I still dreaming? Yeah, I can't believe it either.
Ладно, будет вам. Каин сам захотел чем-то заняться помимо работы на раскопках. Нужно его поддержать в его начинаниях.
Ладно, ладно, согласна. Каин, ты молодец. Давай приступим к выполнению твоей цели.
Alright, so here's what I propose. There's the fucking achievement. Under Mary and my leadership, the business flourished even more. Unlike Noah and Nica, we didn't get involved in anything shady. We apologized to the workers and introduced flexible working schedules, and almost everyone came back. So we moved on step by step. One day, we suddenly found ourselves incredibly wealthy. If you wanted, you could buy places or even entire streets. Nica, of course, wow, that's the first time you spelled it wrong, was the happiest. Not a day went by without her buying herself a new jewel. But Noah, Mary, and I also tried to keep up. My hobby became collecting books. I bought anything that was at least somewhat intact. If I found 2 copies of the same book, I would carefully cut out the pages and put them together to make a perfect copy. In general, life went on its way. All problems were finally gone. I am rich, wealthy, and surrounded by my loved ones, by my family. What more could a human ask for? There's one of the good endings. So let's see the other ending. This guy. Oh, what the fuck? That's not what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's the same one. What did I fuck up? What did I fuck up? When the conditions are met, the number of choices will increase from 3. Okay, this is wrong. What the fuck? How did I fuck up? Hold on. Oh, tell me I didn't glitch that fucking ending. No, I did glitch that fucking ending, didn't I? Oh my god, tell me I didn't glitch that ending. That's funny if I did. Yeah, no, I did. Holy shit. Hold on, how did I do that? How the fuck did I do that? Oh my god, I glitched the ending. I'm more impressed I did that. No, this is legitimately fucking glitched. I'm reading the thing right now. I met all the conditions for this ending. No. How the fuck did I manage this? How did I manage this? What the fuck? How did I manage this? That's insane! Yeah, no, you saw the ending. It didn't work. Because you saw the choice, stare at the sky or whatever. So that's fucked. Yeah, no, it's fucked. Okay. Nope, that's as far as we can go. We can't see the other ending. That's kind of funny. We can't get the true ending. Try not skipping his dialogue. Okay.
Ладно, хорошо.
I think it was leave. Let me double check. Okay, I have to stay. Alright, I'll try manually doing it and not hitting the skip button, because that might be
И
doing
их
it.
привести
I did all this shit. Is it crackling?
таким, для чего нам
What the fuck? It's something on Twitch's side, because I'm not getting it.
Наш Марис,
Yeah,
мы с
no,
тобой
I don't know.
это,
I just
может,
fixed my audio
Кайн-то,
shit a
ну,
few
не,
days
ну,
ago, and it's been doing
Тогда
shit.
вот и Ника.
Let me check. Hold on. Give me a second. God damn it, people. It's Twitch. Hold on. Let me try something. Now is it better? Is it the wire? I can't afford a new fucking wire. Is it the wire? Oh. Oh, somebody's been chewing on my fucking mic wire. That's fucking dandy. This is a $600 mic, goddammit. Who got the wire? I'll have to fix that later. I'll get some electrical tape and fix it later. Somebody did that while I wasn't home, and I'm looking at somebody right now. Just refreshed it and fix it. Is it still doing it?
Каин хочет нам, что поэтому
Give me